Shalom, Israel. With ISUPK coming out of 1 West Hall, New York, 125th Street, under Commander General YAHANNA. Since 1969, we've been bringing out the truth as so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true children of the Bible, the true children of Israel. I'm your priest and officer, Yahshua. It's today's Sabbath service. Last week, last Sabbath service, we was going over the plagues of Egypt. At this point, Moses and Aaron were pleading with the Pharaoh sent by the Most High to let the Israelite slaves go so they can go and praise him. The Pharaoh continued to harden his heart. And then came the Passover. The Israelites were instructed to gather up lamb, make unleavened bread, and basically, cook the lamb over fire and celebrate in his name. What they were also instructed to do was to take the blood of the lamb and basically smear it above the top of the door and around the posts of the door. So basically on the sides and above the door. So when the night fell, the Passover angel would come and send these final plagues across the land of Egypt and not harm the Israelites in the process. This is why they were instructed to put the lamb over the door and over the posts of the doors, so the Passover angel would not, do what it's going to do unto the Israelites like it was going to do to the slaves. To the Egyptians. The Most High sent many plagues to the Pharaoh. They were like, annoying plagues, but they would still considered dangerous. Yet the Pharaoh hardened his heart. The level and degree of the plague started to increase. Yet the Pharaoh continued to harden his heart. You understand? Once the Israelites got to this point, the Passover was created. Now, the Passover is more than just our New Year, so to speak, right? This Passover was a celebration of the unalivement of our enemies. You understand? Foreign or domestic, as the United States government would say. These plagues were the ones that was going to set the slaves free. These plagues were the ones that rocked Egypt into submission. You understand? And we're about to get back into it. So now we're going to begin the prayer service. Service means to stand. We would call up a brother. I will have the priest to the right of me blow the horn. He would blow the horn. I will have a brother come up, state his registry. Slack Israel. I'll have a brother state his registry. Once he correctly stated his industry, we salute him. We have him come up, stand between me and the priest to the right of me. We pour him a cup of wine. He will drink the wine. He will hold a cup. He will hold a cup with his left hand, have his right hand in Barak, and would say, La Yasharala, which means to Israel. And he would drink. And once he drinks, sit the glass down, sit the chalice down. The priest to the right of me would blow the horn. Then we would present the Torah to him, have the Torah on his, put the scrolls on the brother's shoulder, and we would say Sar, which means to turn and face the east. And now we will begin the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Quadash, Hayah, Shemkah, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Thaba'ah, Ratazakah, Hayah, Aishah, Bayaratazar, Kawah, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathan Lanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalak Lanawa, Kawabwaf Nawa, Kawawap Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kawawaf Yanawa, Wala'ah, Thabaya'anawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashana Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwath, Wa Allah, Wa Tha Pa'arath, La Iwala Yum, Aman, in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but to deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Hakak, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh, Baba Kwashah, Nathan Lanawa, Hakak, Lara Pa'ah, Kal, Makala'ah, Wakal, Wadawa, Madawa, Hakak, Lathahar, Hama Tezarayim, Hakak, Lahakarayim, Hamathium, Hakak, Al Raka'awaf, Hata Ma'ala, Lagarson, Ba'ashem Yahweh, the Wada Aman, in the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh, please send us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh, thank you. So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al, Haharim, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Aishah, Shemayim, Wayaratazar, Al Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashun, Shawamar, Yasharaya, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yayunka, Yawamam, Hashemash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal, Rai, Yashamar, Ath, Napashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'afka, Waba'aka, Ma'aita'ah, Wa'ai, Iwalam, in the English. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. The Lord shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al, Demaya, Lakah, Al, Thaka Arash, Wayawan, Salakia, Wa'al, Dasaquat, Al, Kaya, Hana, Awayab Yaka, Yahamak Yawan, Wamashana, Yaka, Nasha'awa, Raha'ash, Imaka, Al Imaka, Yairia Yum, or Sawad, Waya, the Yaitazawa, Aitazawapan, Al Tazapan Pazawan, Yaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanaka Yafdidam, Magalia, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham, Yasharaya, Awad, Kaya, Nawa'itazawa, Lab, Yakad, Wa'ai Yaka, Bayath, Yakarathwa, Al, Adawam, Wow, Yasha, my, Liyum, Mawa'aba, Wahagarium, Gabal, Wa'ayamuwan, Wa'aya Laqua, Palashath, I'm Yeshabia, Tazawar, Gam, Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Ashar, Laham, Kamadian, Kal Sayasaraya, Kayabyan, Balnakaal, Karayashawan, Karayashawan, Na Shamadwa, Bayaan, Ba'ayawan, Da'ira, Hayawa, Daman, La'ad, La'adama, Shaytanwa, Nadiyamawa, Kayarab, Waka Azab, Wakaza Aaba, Waka Zabak, Wakatizaban, Watizal, Mana'ai, Call, Naya Sakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayarashah, Lanawa Ath, Na'awath, Alahayim, Alahaya, Sayathamwa, Kagagala, Karash, Lapanya, Raka'a, Ka'ash, Thabia Yaira, Wakalaba'a, Thalahat, Hayam, Khan, Tharadapma, Wasia Iraka, Waba, Wayabakwash, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Waya, Ba'awa, Idea Iowa, Yum Kaparwa, Waya Abadwa, Waya da Iowa, Kaya, Athath, Shamka, Yahawa, Labadka, Al Yawan, I Kahal Al Ratazar in the English. Keep that not silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace. and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gebal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin at the brook of Kison, which perish at Endor. They become as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb, yea, all their princes as Zabah and as Zamunah, who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O Yahweh, make them like a wheel, as it stumble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid of thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek the name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high of all the earth. Blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatha Yahweh Yahweh Shah, Mawakya, Wama Yaka'ala, Wa Alahayim, Mataza Baya'a, Alawap Yahanna, Ha Alawapyam, Hazaranyam, Ha Karataza Yayunyam, Ha Kayaya Layum, Wa Agwathium, Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Wa Raman in the English. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shah, and Michael, and the angels, Commander General Yahanna, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, thank you. So be it. So, which means to turn. Which Shabia means to be seated. Salakia. Okay, where we left off at was where the Israelites was given instructions on how to conduct the Passover, and how and to also use the blood of the lamb to put over the post of their door and over top of their door. So over the nightfall, the Passover angel would come through and carry out the Lord's order to do what it was ordered to do upon the land of Egypt and all the Egyptians. Now we're going to begin to read in the Hebrew. It's the book of Exodus, chapter 12, verse 33. Why Salakia. Why a Kara? My Tazarayim. Allah. Ha'ayim. Okay. Allahayim. Lamahar. La Shala. La Shalaka. Mawa. Ha'art Tazaka. Ha'art Tazaka Kaya. Marwa, Kalana, Kalana, Lan, hold on, select it. Kalanawa, Mahariam, Makayam, Salakia, Makayam, verse 34. Wayasham, Ha'aim, Akar, Bataza Karawa, Taram, Yaham, Yah, Yaka, you come to you come to Zah, Yaka Matazah, Masha'ar Rakam, Tazaraka, Bashamala Lakam, Allah, Shakamam, verse 35. Waban Waban Wabana Yawa, Salakia, Wa Banaya, Yasharaya, Aishawa, Kadabar, Masha'ah, Wayasharaya, Mama Tazaryam, Kalaya, Kasa Kasap, Wakalaya, Zaaba, Washa Malaka, verse 36. Waya Sharaya, Nakara, Akar, Kawa, Ha'ayim, Ba'ayinawa, Ba'ayinaya, Ba'ayanaya, Matazarayim, Wayasha'a Lawam, Wayana Taza Rawa Aka Ma Tazarayim Pa. Verse 37. Why is Iowa Banaya Yasharaya Myrai Why Masa Saka Kashisha Kashash Ma'awaka Alap Regalia Hagar Barayum Labar Matap. Verse 38. Wabam Iraka Raka Iraba Rabah Alaha I a come Wataza al a wa wa Wabakara Kara Makara Naka Rakara Na'a Kabar Ma'al. Verse 39. Wa'a Waya Atwa Aka Habataza Tazakara Habataza Tazarayik Raka Ashar the Shar Hawatazarayam Waya Mama Tazarayam I I I Gaka Mataza Tazawaka Kaya La'a Kamataza Kaya Garashawa Mama Tazarayam Wala'a Yakala Lawa Lahaka Kama Hama'a Wagum, Ira, La'a, Aishawa, Laham. Give me 1 second. Okay, that was verse 39. Slakia. Verse 40. Wama Washaka, Banaya, Yasharaya, Ashar, Yashabia, Bamatazarayim, Shalah, Shayum, Shana'a, Wa'a, Rabbi, Ma'a, Waka, Shana'a. All right. Verse 33 in the English. And the Egyptians were urgent upon the people that they might send them out of the land in haste. For they said, we be all dead men. Verse 34. And the people took their dough before it was leavened, their need and throats being bound in their clothes upon their shoulders. Verse 35. And the children of Israel did according to the word of Moses, and the borrowed of the Egyptians jewels of silver and jewels of gold and raiment. Verse 36. And the Lord gave the people favor in the sight of the Egyptians, so that they lent unto them such things as they required, and they spoiled the Egyptians. Verse 37. And the children of Israel journeyed from Ramesses to Succoth, about 600,000 on foot that were men beside children. Verse 38. And a mixed multitude went up upon with them, and flocks and herds, even very much cattle. Verse 39. And they baked unleavened cakes of the dough that they brought forth out of Egypt, for they was not leavened, because they were thrust out of Egypt and could not tarry, neither had they prepared for themselves any victual. Verse 40. Now the sojourning of the children of Israel who dealt in Egypt was 430 years. Now at this point, Pharaoh told him, he said, y'all get out. Because the Most High sent Passover angels upon the land of Egypt, and they destroyed all the firstborn, everything. Firstborn sons, firstborn cattle, firstborn everything. And you could hear the cries throughout the land of Egypt. So sad, so sorrowful, but the Lord don't care. You didn't listen. Had you hearkened to his voice the first time, this wouldn't have happened. You understand? And they traveled out of the land of Egypt and continued to keep the Lord's Passover and the feast of unleavened bread by having dough without leaven in it and having lamb without blemish. You understand? Let's see. We're going to start with verse 41 in the Hebrew. And shout out to young man Hector in the chat. Most High Christ. Appreciate you coming in. Most High Christ. Verse 41 in the Hebrew. Waya'aya. Makaratazah. Shalashayum. Shana'ah. Wa'ar Ba'ai. Wa'ar Ba'ai. Ma'a Waka. Shana'ah. Waya'aya. Ba'ai Tazam. Wa'ai Tazam. Hayawam. Haza'ah. Ya Taza'awa. Kala Tazaba'ah Waka. Yahweh. Ma'arapa. Salakia. Yahweh. Ma'artazah. Ma'tazarayim. Verse 42. Layala. Shamariam. Kawa'ah. Salakia. Hawa'ah. La Yahweh. La Hawa Taziyan. Ma'aratazah. Ma'tazarayim. Hawa'ah. Hawa'ah. Halaya La'ah. Haza'ah. Layahawa. Shamariam. La Kala. Baniyah. Yasha'al. Yashariah. La Ladarkum. Verse 43. Wayamar. Salakia. Wayamar. Yahweh. Allah. Masha'ah. Wa'ah. Wa'ahar. Wa'ahar. Wa. Za'aka. Ka Karaka. Hapasaka. Kala. Bawa. Nakar. La'ah. Akal. Bawa. Verse 44. Yeah. Verse 44. Wakal. Abar. Ayasha. Ma Karana Naka. Kasap. Wamalaka. Wamalaka. Akal. Azah. Kala. Bawal. Verse 45. Kawashaka. Washa Kayar. La'ah. Ya'akal. Bawa. Verse 46. Bakayaka. Akar. Ya'akala. La'ah. Salakia. Mawa Bayaka. Mawa Habashar. Kawa Taza'ah. Wa'ai Taza'am. La'ah. Kashaba Rawa. Bawa. Verse 47. Kala. Iraka. Yashariah. Ya'ishawa. Aikawa. Verse 48. Wakaya. Yagawar. Akar. Gar. Salakia. La'ai Sha'a, no Sha'a, Pasaka, La Yahweh, hum, Ha Mawala, Lawa, Kala, Zakar, wa Azar, Yakarab, La'ai Shakawa, Waya Yahweh, Yahweh, Ka'a Zaraka, Ha'arataza, Wakal, Irala, La'a, Ya'a Kala, Bawa. All right, verse 42 in the English. It is a night to be much observed unto the Lord for bringing them out of the land of Egypt. This is that night of the Lord to be observed of all the children of Israel in their generations. Verse 43. And this so you'll know, this is the ordinance. This begins the ordinance of the Passover. This is the instructions of keeping the tradition through all our generations from this point forth. Verse 43, and the Lord said unto Moses and Aaron, this is the ordinance of the Passover. There shall no stranger eat thereof. Verse 44, but every man's servant that is bought for money, when thou hast circumcised him, then shall he eat thereof. Verse 35, verse 45, a foreigner and a hired servant shall not eat thereof. Verse 46, in one house shall it be eaten. Thou shalt not carry forth aught of the flesh abroad out of the house, neither shall ye break a bone thereof. Verse 47, all the congregation of Israel shall keep it. Verse 48, and when a stranger shall sojourn with thee and will keep the Passover to the Lord, let all his males be circumcised, and then let him come near and keep it, and he shall be as one that is born in the land, for no uncircumcised person shall eat thereof. So this begins the ordinance of the Passover, and this is what traditions we keep today as far as the Lord's Passover, Feast of Unleavened Bread, all the holy convocations of the Most High God, right? So we will pick this back up next Sabbath service, next Saturday. And this will conclude the Sabbath service. Amajium means to stand. Sarish means to turn and face the east. We're going to begin the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Quadash, Hayah, Shamkar, Yahweh, Malakbavka, Thaba'ah, Ratazakah, Hayah, Ashar, Bayaratazar, Kawar, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathan Lanawa, Lakam, Kal Yawam, Wasalak Lanawa, Kabawath Lanawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kawab with Yanawa, Wala'ah, Thaba Ya'anawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kuya, Laka, Hamalakwath, Ba'ala, Waha Arath, La'aiwa Layam, Aman, our Father, which art in heaven, Hallowed be thy name, Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but to deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory. So be it. Hakak, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, Baba Kushah, Nathan Lanawa, Hakak, Lara Pa'ah, Call, Makala'ah, Wakal, Madawa, Hakak, Lathahar, Hamatazarayim, Hakak, Lahakarayim, Hamathium, Hakak, Raka Awath, Hatamala'ah, Hatama'Allah, Lagarshan, Bashim Yavashah, the Wada Amun. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua, thank you. So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ar, Ayanya, Al, Haharyam, Mahayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Mayam, Yahweh, Ashar, Shamayam, Waharatazar, Al Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Hana'ah, La'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yashashan, Shawamar, Yashariah, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al Yad Yayumka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal, Rai, Yashamar, Ath, Napashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'afka, Waba'aka, Maya'atha, Waya'ad, Iwalam. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee shall not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The Lord shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, for this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al, Damayah, Lakah, Al, Thaka Arash, Wa'al, Thasakwat, Al, Kaya, Hana, Abayab, Yaka, Yahama Yawan, Wamashana'a, Yaka, Nasha'awa, Ra'ash, Al Imaka, Ya'ira Yum, Sawada, Waya, Faya Aitazawa, Aitazawa, Tazapawan, look, Salakia, Aitazapawan Yaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakidam, Magalia, Wala'ah, Yazakar, Shem, Yasharaya, Awad, Kaya, Lava Aitazawa, Lab, Yakadwa, Ayaka, Bayath, Yakarath, or Ahaya, Idawam, White Yashama Aylayam, Wabad, Maba'aba, Wahagarium, Gabal, Wa'ayim Man, Wa'ayma Mawan, Wa'ayma Walakwa, Palashath, I'm Yeshabya, Tazawar, Gam, Ashar, Ashawar, Nalawa, I'm Ayawa, Salakia. Ayawa, Zarawai, Labanya, Lawat, Salah, Aisha, Laham, Kamadian, Kal Salah, Yasha, Ka Sayed Sara'ah, Kayabyan, Banaka'al, Karayashawan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan, Da'ira, Hayawa, Daman, La'ai Dama'a, Sayathamwa, Nadiyab Mawa, Ka'irab, wa Ka'iza Za'aba, Wakazabak, Wakaza Tazala Mana'ai, Kal, Nasayakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayasha Shaha, Lanawa, Ath, Nawath, Alahayam, Ahaya, Alahaya, Shayathumwa, Kagogala, Karash, Lapanya, Raka'ah, Ka'ash, Yaira, Wakalaba'a, Thalahat, Haryam, Khan, Tharadabma, Bashairika, Waba Saba Wapafka, Thaba Yalam, Wala'ah, Panyaham, Karalawan, Wayaba Karash, Shemka, Yahweh, Yabashwa, Yayab, Yayab, Wayaba Alwa, Idea Iwa, Yakaparwa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Daiwa, Kaya, Atha'a, Shemka, Yahweh, Labaka, Al, Yawan, Akal, Hayaratazar. In the English, keep not now silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and have consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, for the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have crafty counsel, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal, Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin at the brook of Kishon, which perish at Endor. They become as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb. Yea, all their princes as Abba and as Zamuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O Yahweh, make them like the wheel, as it stumble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid of thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, and they may speak the name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, are the most high over all the earth. Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shah, Wama Yaka Allah, Wa Allah Hayam, Matazaba Ya'a, Alawap Yahanna, Ha Alawapyam, Hazaranyam, Ha Karataza Yayam, Ha Ka Yayalyam, Wa Alawapyam, Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushua, the Wadaman, in the English. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahushua, and Michael, and the angels, Commander General Yahanna, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, thank you. So be it. Saw, which means to turn. This concludes the Sabbath service. For the brothers, we give one courtesy salute. Majim Shabbat, Majim, Barak, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Barakatah, Yahweh Matah. Sarge means to turn, face the sisters. We give the sisters one courtesy salute. Majim Shabbat, Majim, Barak, Yahweh Shemal, Lethem Ba'Shem Yahushua, Yahweh Matah. Dismissed.